Hey, hey, Johnson County Cavaliers, this is your Campus Talk, and I'm Morgan Lamb. Joining me today, I have the Assistant State Executive Director at Kansans for Life, Peter Northcott. Thank you so much for stopping by your old stomping grounds.
Thank you very much. It's great to be back.
Yes. Kansans for Life is the largest pro-life organization in the state of Kansas, and you guys have played a huge role in helping pass Simon's Law. Can you tell me a little bit about that?
Sure. Simon's Law is named after Simon Crozier, who was born with a chromosomal condition called trisomy 18. He was born in 2010, and he was only on this earth for about 3 months. After he passed away, his parents learned that he had a do not resuscitate order, or a DNR, placed into his medical chart, and was only given comfort levels of feeding at that time. So since then, his parents have worked very diligently in a number of states to try and pass legislation to protect parental rights when it comes to decision making for their children. And Kansans for Life, we support protecting life from conception to natural death, so we were more than happy to help spearhead the passage of this legislation.
And what were some of the obstacles you came across while trying to pass the legislation?
You know, passing legislation, there's always difficulties that come about no matter what the legislation is. We tried very hard to bring in a whole host of stakeholders, members from the disabilities community, members from the medical community. We worked with parents throughout the state who have experienced medical discrimination, or their children have experienced medical discrimination, to try and find a piece of legislation that works with the medical community, but at the same time respects the rights of parents.
Mm-hmm. And what does this law mean for parents, and why is it important to everyone?
Sure. What it does is if a do not resuscitate order is going to be placed into a child's medical file, parents have to receive both written and oral notification that this is going to proceed. Once they receive that notification, at any point in time, they have the ability to decide to not let that order proceed, or they can continue having discussions with the doctors on that particular order. Additionally, it requires that a hospital has to disclose a policy that's dealing with what's known as fetal care, which are policies that deal with the treatment of medically fragile individuals or withholding care. So Simon's Law basically comes down to providing life-saving information for both parents and patients.
And Simon's Law is the first of its kind. How did it feel to be involved in such a big new passing?
It was a wonderful experience that I'll take with me for the rest of my life, to be able to work with a group of parents who their children have experienced medical discrimination, and in some cases, unfortunately, were taken away from them far too soon. To be able to see kind of a restoration of their rights and to have some closure on a very terrible experience was, as I said, something that I definitely will take with me going forward.
Mm-hmm. And how did you get involved with Kansans for Life?
I've been involved with the pro-life movement for a number of years, both politically and then in my private life. Previously had worked in the legislature and in the governor's office, and it was just a great opportunity for me to come and work for a cause that I care so deeply about.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for stopping by. I've really enjoyed talking with you.
Thank you very much for having me. Appreciate it.
This has been your Campus Talk, and I'm Morgan Lamb.